Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Ladies of Law Lunch and Learn. So, we've got a really special one for you today. We're doing something a little bit different, and I would love to introduce our guest, Kristi Boys, who is going to provide us with some yoga and a little bit of a conversation. And Kristi is from the Stress Less Club. So, I will now hand you over.
Thank you so much, Bex. So, as Bex said, my name's Kristi, and I've started a business recently called the Stress Less Club. But before we get into that, we are going to start with the yoga because I don't want to bombard you with loads of information before we do the yoga. It's going to be a nice half an hour calming flow. So, if anyone hasn't got an area set up where they can do the yoga, now's the chance. If you haven't got a yoga mat, just a towel on the floor is perfect. So I'll give everyone a minute to just set up. And then I'll just move my camera so you can see me and my space. We are going to start laying down to just allow ourselves to settle in. So just starting to make your way onto your back. Allowing the shoulder blades to rest on the mat, allowing the head to relax, just letting the legs out long, bringing the arms alongside the body. Starting to close down the eyes and just allowing yourself to arrive on the mat or on a towel, wherever you've ended up settling in. And then taking a few moments to check in with how you're feeling today. Starting to turn the awareness inward. Checking in with how the body feels. Noticing if you're holding any tension anywhere. And seeing if you can relax that tension. That might mean just allowing the shoulders to hang heavy. Notice if you're hunching them up. Just allowing the arms and legs to relax. Unclenching the jaw. Softening the eyebrows. And then starting to check in with how the mind feels today. You might have a lot going on, maybe some deadlines, lots of emails. But just know that for the next half an hour, you don't have to think about anything else other than moving with the breath. So when thoughts come up, any stresses, jobs on the to-do lists, things you need to do after this call, just notice it and then come back to the present moment. There's so much more to yoga than just moving the body. It's also about calming the mind, becoming more present in everyday life. Let's start to take some deeper breaths into the belly. Place the right hand on the belly and the left hand on the chest. As you breathe in, feel the belly rise, feel the chest rise. As you breathe out, feel the belly and the chest fall. With each breath, seeing if you can breathe that little bit deeper so the belly rises that little bit more. And then allowing the belly to fall. The more breath we can get into the belly, the better. So really try and breathe deep so the belly fills with air. And then allow the belly to fall.
start to count the breaths on the next inhale for 1, 2, 3. Slow down the exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3. Really allowing the belly to rise. Slow down the exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Just keeping that rhythm going. Count in the breaths. In for 3, out for 4 in your own time. The mind starts to go elsewhere. That's totally normal. Just come back to the body and the breath. On the next breath in, take the biggest breath you've taken today, really allowing the belly to fill with air. Slow down the exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. On the next breath in, reach the arms overhead. Interlace the fingers, push the palms away, creating this full body stretch. Start to bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug, grab the shins, rock from one side to the other. Bring the soles of the feet down to the mat. So feet, knees and hips are in line. Slight gap between the heels and the hips. Start to lift the hips and the lower back, keeping the knees where they are for our bridge pose. Option to interlace the hands underneath the back, keeping the chin tucked to the chest. Lift the right leg up to the sky, keep pressing into that left foot. Bend the right leg, place the heel below the left knee. Bring the right leg out to the side for our figure 4 stretch. Keep pressing into that left foot. Bring the arms out in line with the shoulders, keeping the legs where they are. Slowly lower the back down to the mat, one vertebra at a time. Option to keep the arms here, or we can bend the arms at the elbows, creating this cactus arm shape with the body. Take a big breath in. Exhale, drop the legs over to the right, bring the gaze over to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, drop the legs over to the left, bring the gaze over to the right. Inhale, legs come back to center. Exhale, place the right foot down. Arms come down alongside the body. Lift the hips and the lower back, coming back into our bridge pose. Keep pressing into the feet. Option to interlace the hands underneath the back. Lift the left leg up to the sky. Bend the left leg, placing the foot just below that right knee. Bring the left leg out to the side. Bring the arms alongside, coming in line with the shoulders. Take a breath in. Exhale, start to drop the back down, one vertebra at a time. Option to bend the arms at the elbow. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower the legs over to the left. Bring the gaze over to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, drop the legs over to the right. Bring the gaze over to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, place that left foot down. Bring both knees into the chest. Grab the shins. Give yourself a hug. Maybe rock from side to side. Reach through the legs. Grab the shins or the toes for happy baby. So soles of the feet are showing to the sky. Option to have a bit of movement here. Maybe rocking from side to side. Experimenting with the feeling of this pose. Start to bring the knees back in. Lift the legs up, place the hands on the backs of the thighs. We're going to roll to a seated position. So starting to rock forwards and backwards. If this feels good for the spine, we can do it a few times. Really good massage for the spine. And then holding the heels in line with the knees, bringing the arms out in front, engage the core, lift the chest. Option to straighten the legs. Amazing. Start to bring the heels down, come into a seated position. So legs are crossed, hands on the knees. As you breathe in, start to lift the shoulders towards the ears. As you breathe out, relax the shoulders down the back. Inhale, lifting the shoulders. Exhale, relaxing the shoulders down the back. Just keeping that going. Moving with the breath. And then starting to go in the other direction. Noticing how this feels. Come back to stillness. Start to tuck the chin to the chest, bringing the gaze down. Slowly start to draw that right ear down to that right shoulder. Hold it there. Take a breath in. Exhale, start to come through center. And then over, bringing that left ear towards that left shoulder. Take a breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Just keeping that going. Start to bring the gaze back forward. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch. Interlace the fingers, push the palms to the ceiling. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, keeping the spine long. Start to reach the right arm down to the mat. Bend into that right side. Bring the gaze under the left arm for a side stretch. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, bring the left arm down. Start to bend into that side. Bring the gaze under the right arm. Inhale, left hand comes up. Exhale, right arm comes down. Keeping the sit bones on the floor. Maybe going that little bit deeper. So we're feeling that side stretch. But keep the gaze underneath that left arm. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, left arm comes down. Start to draw into that side body. Inhale, left hand comes up. Interlace the fingers, push the palms to the ceiling. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Start to bring the arms behind the back. Interlace the fingers, lift the chest, bring the gaze up. Slowly start to release the arms. Place the hands in front of the legs. Start to make your way to all fours. So if you've got a towel on the floor, hopefully this feels okay for the knees, but if you need to add any additional cushioning, you can always roll up a mat or make the towel extra by folding it over. And then spreading the fingers wide, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We'll run through our cat-cows. So as you breathe in, drop the belly, arch the spine, bring the gaze forward. As you breathe out, tuck the chin to the chest, press into the hands and knees, gaze to the thighs. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, round the spine, tailbone down. Just keeping that going. Moving with the breath. You can start to close down the eyes. Maybe have a bit of free movement. Checking in with the body and how it feels today. Remembering yoga doesn't look the same for anyone. You can take breaks whenever you want. Skip poses if they don't feel right. One more breath here. Come back to tabletop. Take a breath in, reach the right arm up to the sky. Bring the gaze to that right hand. Exhale, thread the arm underneath the left, right shoulder comes close to the ground. Inhale, reach the right arm back up. Exhale, thread it under. I'm going to do that one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time, resting that right shoulder and ear down to the mat. Left arm can come out in front or around the back. Bringing the fingertips to the top of the right thigh. Place the left hand down, push back to tabletop. Take a breath in, reach the left arm up, gaze to that left hand. Exhale, thread it under, left shoulder comes close to the ground. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Left shoulder and ear comes down. Right arm comes out in front or round the back. Place the right hand down, push back through to tabletop. Start to bring the knees towards the edge of the mat. Toes touch, walk the hands forward, rest the head down, coming into child's pose. As you breathe in, walking the hands forward. As you breathe out, sinking the hips towards the heels. Knowing that we can always come to this stretch if we just need a break or something doesn't feel right. This is your safety pose. Start to lift the hips, walk the hands in. Bring the knees in, coming back to tabletop. Stretch the right arm out in front and then the left leg. Bringing the belly button in to engage the core. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring the knee to the elbow, really crunch into a ball. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, crunch. Just keeping that going. Inhaling. Exhale. One more. Taking a big breath in. Exhale, crunch. Hold it there. Place the right hand down. Step the left knee over to that right edge of the mat. Start to send the hips back. That right knee might lift up. That's fine. Just drop the head for our modified child's pose. Try and relax the arms away from the ears and notice if you're holding any tension. Start to lift the hips, placing that left knee back down, coming back to tabletop. Reach the left arm out in front and then the right leg. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring the knee to the elbow, crunch. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, crunch. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just keeping that going. Last one here. Crunch, hold it there. Place the left hand down. Step that right knee over to the edge of the mat, over the left leg. Send the hips back. Drop the head down. Start to push back, coming back for our tabletop position. Press the toes into the mat. Send the hips up to the sky. Bring the gaze to the legs for our first downward facing dog. Fingers are spread wide, middle fingers facing forward. Slight bend in the legs. Keeping the heels lifted and then pedaling out the feet, shaking out the head. We're trying to get a stretch in our spine with our downward dog. So if you feel like you've not got enough of the stretch, bending the legs, bringing the belly towards the thighs, pushing the weight back. And then pedaling out the feet. Come back to stillness, hold it there. Start to walk the feet towards the hands, towards the front of the mat or towel. Slight gap between the feet. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins, come up halfway. Exhale, release. Rest the belly on the thighs. Grab the elbows. Drop the head for ragdoll. Sway from one side to the other. Place the hands in front of the feet. Step the left foot towards the back of the mat. Drop the left knee. Come onto the top of the left foot. Sweep the arms up, coming into our low lunge. So we've got our right knee over the ankle. We might have to walk that foot forward. Really reaching up with the arms, bringing the gaze forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, start to bring the hands down to the mat, straighten the right leg, lift the toes towards the shins. If you've got tight hamstrings like me, you should really feel this on the back of the right leg. And then option to have a bit of free movement here, rocking forwards and backwards with that right foot. Start to lift the toes towards the shin, hold it there. Walk the hands forward, bending into that right leg. Place the left hand down, reach the right arm up for a twist. Place the right hand back down. Heel toe the right foot outside the right hand, coming into our lizard pose. This might be a lot on the hips. We have a few options here. We can come onto our fingertips, just bringing the gaze forward. We can lift our left knee if we're needing to ease out a little bit more. Just play around with how this feels. And then start to have a bit of movement here, just easing into the stretch. Making sure that right knee isn't coming over the ankle, so we might have to walk it forward. Remembering to breathe. Start to lower that left knee, coming onto the top of the left foot. Come onto the edge of the right foot, place the right hand inside that right leg. Bring the gaze over that right shoulder. Start to come to face the front of the mat. Step into the left toes and then step that right foot back for downward facing dog. Start to drop the heels, pedal out the feet, shake out the head. Walk the feet towards the hands, towards the front. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins, come up halfway. Exhale, release. Grab the elbows, drop the head. Sway from one side to the other. Place the hands down in front of the feet. Step the right foot towards the back of the mat. Drop the right knee. Come onto the top of the right foot. Sweep the arms up for our low lunge. Keeping that knee over the ankle. Gaze forward. Big breath in. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Lift the left toes towards the shins. Straighten that left leg. And then option to have that free movement if you did that on the other side. Just rocking forwards and backwards with that left foot. Getting into that hamstring stretch. Holding it here. Bringing the toes towards the shin. Start to walk the hands forward, bend into that left leg. Heel toe the left foot outside the left hand. Coming onto the hands or the fingertips, bringing the hips forward. So we've got that left knee just over the ankle, hugging into that left shoulder. And then option to lift that right knee if we did that on the other side, just playing about with how this feels, maybe having a bit of free movement. Holding it there. Start to come back onto the hands, drop the right knee, come onto the top of the right foot. Come onto the edge of the left foot, left hand comes inside left thigh. Bring the gaze over that left shoulder. Start to come to face the front of the mat. Press into the right toes. Send the left leg up to the sky for our downward facing dog. Just taking whatever movement feels good here, dropping the heels, shaking out the head. Start to lower down, coming into a high plank, shoulders over the wrists. Drop the knees, come onto the tops of the feet. Bring the chest down to the mat, keeping the elbows tucked in. Going to come onto our bellies. Bringing the legs together, interlacing the hands behind the back. Press the hips down into the mat. Start to lift the chest and the feet, squeezing the legs. Bring the gaze towards the front of the mat so the head and neck is in line. Keep squeezing the legs together. Slowly start to bring the hands underneath the head. Let the head rest on the hand. Just allow the body to relax. Kick the legs up to the sky. Start to drop the legs from one side to the other. Just releasing the hips. Bring the legs back to center. Lower the legs down. Bring the arms underneath the shoulders. Start to lift the chest, drawing the elbows back. Bring the gaze forward for our baby cobra. Option to go a little bit deeper. Starting to straighten the arms. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Slowly start to bring the belly back down. Place the hands underneath the head. Let the arms and legs hang heavy. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Start to push through to tabletop. And then coming into a seated position, swing the legs round. Slight bend in the legs, flex the feet. Take a breath in, reach the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, fold forward. Place the hands on the shins or towards the feet, wherever feels good. Try and keep the spine long so we're not overextending the spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, maybe bring that belly a little bit closer. Walk the hands back towards the body. Place the hands behind the hips, step the feet in. Slowly drop the knees from one side to the other. Bring the knees back to center, arms come out in front. Engaging the core, start to lower back down onto your backs until the back hits the ground. Just allowing the arms and legs to hang heavy like how we started. Taking any final movements, maybe bringing the knees into the chest, grabbing the shins, rock from one side to the other. And then slowly coming into a comfortable lying down position, either with the legs out long, or we can place soles of the feet together, knees out wide, or knees can be lifted if anyone struggles with any lower back pain. And just closing the eyes. We're going to be here for a couple of minutes to finish, which is our Shavasana. So the aim of the pose is complete stillness. If the mind is busy and you find it hard to switch off, placing one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest, like how we started, and just counting the breaths. In for 3, chest rises, belly rises, out for 4. I'll tell you when it's time to come out. The mind starts to go elsewhere. It's totally normal. Just try and bring your awareness back to the breath and the body. slowly start to bring some awareness back to the body. Wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, rocking the head from one side to the other. Taking a big breath in, stretching the arms overhead. Exhale, sigh out. Bring the knees into the chest. Grab the shins, give yourself a hug. And then slowly rolling onto your right side, resting the head on the arm, just having a few moments there. And slowly in your own time, starting to make your way, pushing up to a seated position. Either keeping the eyes closed or keeping a soft gaze. No rush, just taking your time. Place the palms together in front of the heart. Just taking a moment to notice how the mind feels, how the body feels, and how you feel. Taking a moment to think of one thing you're grateful for. Could just be your body and being able to move it like you have done. Let's finish with a big breath in. Reach the hands up, palms come to touch. Exhale, slowly bring the hands in front of the heart. Start to open the eyes. Hope everyone enjoyed that. I will just start to share my screen and we can start with the talk about the Stress Less Club and the reason behind everything. So just bear with me whilst I share my screen.